Hello, everyone. Candace-Marie Mitcham here from Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices, Silverhawk Realty, East Idaho, and you are joining me for the Lending Lounge. Today, I am joined by the Good Company Lending, and today we're going to talk about the Fed update, what to expect in 2024, what's up with FHA and VA loan options, and bridge loans for active shoppers, and of course, a little bit more about GoodCo. Stay tuned. All right, thanks again for joining me today, folks. I'm super excited for two things today. One, I'm going to introduce you to the Good Company and my good friend Tyler Kraupp here. And we're also coming to you from a listing that I have currently. So this is at 1222 North 1200 East in Shelley. Stay tuned for more about that. But Tyler, thank you so much for gifting us with some of your time today.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for letting us check out this beautiful property and the opportunity to be on social with you.
We have lots of vaulted ceilings here, so in case we're a little
so
echoey
beautiful.
today.
It is pretty though.
So you were telling me earlier that there's lots of exciting news coming out from the Fed, where we're at the end of the year, and also what's to come in the year ahead. So can you educate our viewers a little bit?
Yeah, certainly. So Tyler Kraupp, CEO and founder of Good Company Home Loans. We're seeing a lot of trends right now as the Fed had their final meeting in December, as well as some of the analytics and stats that are coming out for next year. A lot of our clients, borrowers, people within the industry saw a slight interest rate reduction, this last quarter 4, which is always good news. But it's a sign that the Fed and the 19 board members that make up the Federal Reserve, they're starting to feel that the inflation is starting to kind of come back in. They're starting to hit their goals. Their goal since day one has been to get that consumer price index and that inflation rate to about 2%, 2.5%.
Yeah.
Right now, the last Fed meeting, they're still at about 3.5%, 4%. So there's still a little bit more work to do.
Yeah.
But signs are that things are looking brighter and better. We've noticed gas prices going down. We're seeing a very good low interest unemployment rate. The consumer price index is showing good signs. We were doing a presentation the other day, and one of the infographics that the Federal Reserve sent out was kind of an anonymous straw poll of where they felt each of the 19 members thought that the rates were going to be for 2024. Right. And it's a really interesting stat to show, but the majority of Fed members believe that there's going to be at least a 0.75 of a point, upwards to a 1.5 decline in 2024. So, now's the time to look at the houses that you want to get into. Now's the time to get pre-approved, so you can be an active buyer when that market, is right for you.
Yeah, and that's the stats that I saw, is that nationally, when the rates drop about a point, there's the opportunity for up to 5 million more buyers to come into the market. Yep. And then we get back into that competitive nature of things again too.
Yeah, and that's the pros and cons, right? Of a higher interest rate will affect the list price of a property. But also if we have those low interest rates, you're going to see the bidding wars again. Yep. You're going to see all of those quick hustle cash offers. So it's really just partnering with people like you, people like GoodCo, to really sit down and have that financial strategy in place. Right. If home ownership is in your near future, rather than just waiting for the last minute and getting stuck in the craziness.
Yeah, exactly. And we always say we want to make sure everybody's fiscally responsible. But if you are able to do it now and you found the perfect property, again, find those good professionals to work with. Make sure you can do it. And I know you have some interesting refinance programs that we'll get into in a bit as well, that you can offer folks if those rates do come down that 1.5 that the analysts are anticipating.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, we've got a lot of different loan programs, but for us, that's why we called ourselves Good Company, is we just want to be a good advocate for the borrower, and really always help people achieve home ownership, but also achieve it in a way that it economically makes sense, and can be a long-term goal and success story for families in Eastern Idaho.
Yeah. Take care of them, and then we keep growing that real estate portfolio, right? All right. Well, let's take a dip into FHA and VA options. So what can you tell us about those today?
Yeah, so we've got a pretty unique opportunity right now. Two things. One is, obviously we've seen FHA and VA interest rates take a slight dip with the updated Fed meetings like we just discussed. But We also have, if you're a previous customer of Candace's, and really an opportunity for you to be in front of previous buyers and give them that advice and expertise. We're partnering with individuals like you that we trust and believe in to actually offer a discounted interest rate for FHA and VA borrowers that have previously purchased in the last 12 to 24 months.
Right.
So, you may have seen some previous clients that have a 7% interest rate with a VA loan or an FHA loan.
Right.
We do have a unique 5-day close to be able to refinance that into about 5.749. So no credit check, no appraisal. You're already approved. You're already in the house. It's really just an opportunity to put money back into your pocket.
Yeah.
We're seeing at a $300,000 home price, that's about a $250 a month savings. And it's hardcore, like this is going to be taken off of your mortgage payment, and it's hard earned money that's back in your family's pocket.
Yeah, and with inflation and shrinkflation, that's a good chunk of change to kind of put back in your pocket and take care of some things. And that's one thing that's really near and dear to most of our hearts, right? Being in the real estate industry is first-time home buyers. How do we take care of them? How do we help make that first experience as beautiful as it can be for them? And to be able to go through this refinance with them is such a wonderful thing to be able to do. And also with our VA, right? So with our veterans and their families, my family is one. And so those clients are always near and dear to my heart. Thank you for everybody that serves and the families that help them, because that's important too. So if you find yourself in either one of those categories, please do reach out to myself, reach out to Tyler, and we are happy to talk through these things with you and really explain how it can benefit your family and your household.
Yeah, and that's the power that you bring as a real estate agent is you're in the know with these different programs for your previous clients, your future clients, and really just being a resource to we're on a mission to continue to help people achieve their financial dreams. We're not just looking to paper push and close the deal and never talk again.
We want to be forever agents and forever lenders. So when you have those questions, we are your concierge, whether it's about the best restaurant or the best rate. So give us a call, right?
I love it. I'm going to steal that tagline.
All right. Now let's talk about bridge loans. So what do we do for the folks that are like, I have a house to sell, but where am I going to go? What am I going to do? It's going to take time. I'm so confused. I'm under pressure.
Yeah.
Tell us more.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah. So we have a loan program right now that's it's a little bit more of a hard money loan product, but that sometimes that's the appropriate solution for families. Especially if you're relocating or your property's been on the market for quite a few months, but you have found that dream house. There are active investors across the United States, both wholesale and hard money, that are willing to layer in that loan to get you into your dream house.
Right.
So what I would say is a lot of people don't think about a bridge loan product when they're shopping for a house. You don't have to necessarily sell your house, put that money in the bank, and then use that as a down payment. There are lenders that would be willing to bridge that and then roll that into your future home loan. So that's one of the things that it depends and is variable for each family and your financial situation. But it's just a term that I would say, if you're in that situation, always consider a bridge loan or always consider some different resources to be able to tap into your other property's equity.
Right. So now let's break it down a little bit, because for some of our viewers that they've only purchased that one home, right? So all of the terms and everything is not fresh top of mind for them. So when we're talking about a bridge loan, let's break that down as simple as possible for folks.
Yeah, certainly. So basically it's leveraging the equity in the house of your current residence to be able to use that as a down payment for your future residence.
Okay.
And giving them the opportunity to have that lead time to be able to shop for a new house, whether it's 6 months, a year. There's different loan requirements, and there's different timelines. But we're seeing it very popular with individuals that may have a couple $100,000 in equity in their property, and maybe they're relocating for a job, or they need to get their families and their kids into the different school district, or whatever the situation may be. Is you can have that property actively listed, and lenders will lend against that equity for your future property.
Perfect. So, I mean, and that was a lot more when we were in that really hot market too, right? It's people are like, well, I have to sell my house before I can go and be competitive on putting an offer on another one, right? So that would be another type of scenario. But so when you have someone who owns a house and they want to go ahead. They've found that dream house, but they go, oh, I haven't even listed yet. Or, I've been sitting on the market for a while for whatever reason. They can talk to you. You can find an investor who's willing to loan against that equity, let them get into that new house while it takes whatever amount of time it takes to go ahead and sell that first property.
Yep.
That's great. That's awesome tool.
And also the tool to be able to cover the mortgage payment on the previous property versus the future property. Like there's a lot of variations, but it really just comes down to, don't just expect that you can't get into your future house because your current residence is, you've seen, the market take a little bit longer for those to sell. There are
great
solutions.
Options. Yeah. That's great. Thank you for that.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Now, since it is the first time you were joining us, and hopefully not the last on Lending Lounge,
thank you.
Do us a favor and tell us all about the Good Company Lending.
Yeah, certainly. So we'll be celebrating our 1-year anniversary. So we're the new kids on the block.
So we're having champagne next time.
Yes, we are. Yes, done deal. But so I'm a former kind of community banker, entrepreneur in a bunch of different avenues. And I really just wanted to take an opportunity to disrupt and elevate the home loan and mortgage loan process. Like I felt that there's a really big opportunity for a better customer experience. I think you nailed it on the head with the idea of concierge. Like we want to really guide families and investors and individuals through this process a little bit better, easier, and kind of have fun doing it. So we decided to call ourselves Good Company for 2 reasons. One is we adhere to a set of standards of always advocating and assisting the borrower / homeowner. Like it's incredibly important to put loan products and be fiscally responsible and advocate for them for that. And the second is really, we're just kind of good company to be around.
Yeah, I would agree.
So if you don't want a stressful experience, if you want people that you enjoy when they call you to collect your pay stubs, we're that company.
No, I love it. And you really are, I have to say, you are a comfortable place to come to when you're talking about scary things. I've had lots of conversations with you, and you just have that vibe, and your team has that vibe where it's like, look, everybody looks the same without their clothes on, or you know what I mean? And so it's okay. We've seen it all, so to speak, right? So go ahead and let us know what's going on in the financial situation. Let us be your partner, hold your hand, and let's walk through that process together. And so it doesn't have to be that all your ducks in a row are together now. We're going to be here to partner with you, tell you how to get there safely, and get you to where you want to be. Right?
And just be that advisor, whether you're a first-time home buyer, whether you're a multi property investor. We want to provide that same experience for every single person within our community.
And then keep the conversation going when you're ready to make some other changes, right?
It's true. All
right. Well, awesome. Well, thank you again so much. I will make sure that I link all of your information down below.
Thank you, Candace. Appreciate the opportunity to be here today too.
Absolutely. So we're going to take a tour of the property, kind of check it out, and let our viewers know in case they're interested in a 1-acre lot in Shelley with an amazing view. All right. Thanks.